You're a spicy coyote. It was a long night chasing coyotes. Yeah, coyotes, and I think there might be a lone wolf running around up here too, unfortunately enough. They're really annoying and obnoxious, and they need to stay away and let me sleep at night. Hi everybody, Wendy from Bald Knob Farmstead again. How are you doing today? How are you doing? I see somebody in the back there in their PJs still. Yeah, I'm in my PJs still too, so we have something in common. Anyway, look at this view. Couple things. First of all, oh, they're hey Dave! Hey Dave! Dave! If I sound, come here, Dave! Oh, he went behind the trees. Go, Dave! Come here, Dave! If I sound panicked, he will alert. Yep, right there. Hey, Dave! Get him, Dave! There we go. What a dog, what a dog, what a dog. And he is in those trees. Oh, there we go, there we go. Good boy. So we've had this one coyote, this one freaking coyote that will not leave us alone, has been harassing Dave, running through the horse pasture. There he goes. Yeah, get him. When I'm right in the line of fire too. Bye, Skip. So anyway, we're cooking dog food today. And Dave is up there doing his thing. Isn't that incredible? Boy, howdy. Having that dog is money well spent. Oh gosh, to say the least. Hi, Skip. Good morning, psycho. Money well spent. That guy, boy, if I act panicked, he will alert and he'll go and do his thing and chase off the coyote. But that one coyote, all morning, he's like a brown, really light colored. All morning, he's been patrolling the whole property. He's crazy. Working up the horses, harassing the sheep. I can't get a shot on him though, because he's up. Let me see if I can. And he's not even scared of Dave anymore. There he goes up the hill right there. Dang him. You see, right below the clip, hanging in the tree right there. Boy, I don't know what to do. He's annoying, and now that we have babies, which I will show you because I've been asked several times to post more pictures of the babies. Anyway, the babies are doing great. Now, the reason for my video today, folks, is that we had a freezer fail on us again. The first freezer failed a year or so ago because one of my coworkers plugged in something to an outlet and blew the breaker to my apartment. And we didn't know about it until it was too late. So then today, this freezer combo we've had for a while, it's just an old fridge and it died. So I'll show you how I figured that out. Hungry little hippos. All right, let's go to the shop. Cute little butts. Hi, llama. All right. Well, I don't normally like to shoot them if they're not a problem. But this coyote has become a problem. He's already been up here close to the sheep this morning and will not leave us alone. And I think it's because he's just sitting right there. They're smelling that we have babies. So he's probably about 300 yards away, maybe. Let's see what we can do. He stopped. I should have checked how many rounds I had because, of course, I missed. I was shaking way too bad. He stopped. I doubt you could see that, but he stopped and turned around and looked right at me. And now he's just kind of heading up the hillside. That little dirty rat. So, yeah. Oh, that dirty rat. All right. Dave doesn't like gunshots, so I only shoot at the coyotes when he's not around because he doesn't like it. But I forgot I shot at a couple coyotes the other day, just as warning shots, just to let them know it's not okay to be here. And I forgot to reload. So we're going to go reload, and I'm going to keep an eye on it because he's not scared of us anymore. He's not scared of Dave. And Dave can't run all the way up the hill at him right now because he falls through the snow. The coyotes are running on top of the snow, but Dave falls through it, so he can't chase him right. But gosh, if I wasn't so shaky and wobbly, makes me so mad. But just kind of show you, when Dave notices a coyote or a threat, even a big bird in the tree, he'll take off after him, barking, scare him away. This guy is not leaving, so he's definitely a threat. So I just ate breakfast. All right, let's go make some dog food. We're gonna reload, then go make some dog food.
Okay, I was not planning on hunting coyotes this morning, but it happens. So I was just explaining, there's our fridge. Now, for some reason, the headset that I have connected as a microphone. I've had them for a long time. It's never done that, so you can't really hear me. So snack sticks, chicken, more chicken, tuna, summer sausage, and there's a couple packages of ground lamb sitting right there. More chicken, the ground lamb. And then all in the back is all of my cold smoked tuna that I made. Again, it's not very seasoned, so it's going to be fine for the dogs. But I brined or cured it for about 3 days, and it was on the smoker for maybe 10 to 12 hours. Could have been 14 hours. And then the last lamb, the heart and the liver. And of course, there is Duncan's liver. So I'm going to grind everything and just keep grinding. So I want to apologize. The sound quality is going to be terrible because I took my headsets out and I actually put them on the counter. They have never connected as a microphone before, so I have no idea how that happened. So I'm just cutting up the rest of the meat, and I did have a nice roast in there from another one of our ewes that we had to unfortunately put down. So I had a beautiful roast from her, and that unfortunately had to go too. So the way that I found out that the meat was going bad, or the freezer wasn't working properly, because I took some meat out and I noticed that there was a lot of liquid in the bottom of one of the bags. And I thought, well, that was very strange. Didn't think a whole lot of it. And then a few days later, there's all the liquid right there that it defrosted. So that's all the liquid. It defrosted. And I came back a few days later and there was even more liquid. So it had defrosted again. Not quite sure why. I'll talk more about that at the end.
I was looking outside and I warned our neighbor because he has a puppy. And I said, hey, we got a coyote that's coming down from the west, and he's not afraid of our dog Dave anymore. He's not responding as well as I'd like him to from the gunshots. And so I've been in here doing all this, and I just happened to look outside. I heard a yip, and sure enough, I'm not even going to kid you. I looked out the window. He's freaking sitting like, well, let's see here. Where's my, oh, here we go. He would be sitting like right up here on the other side of that fence. So he's not afraid anymore, definitely. And it's quite frankly pissing me off. Because we're going to have more lambs soon, and they can just jump right over the fence because there's so much snow right now that I can walk on top of the snow and just step over the fence. So, golly, that's kind of what I've been dealing with all stinking morning. And then what I think is a wolf, I heard it barking this morning, and they can sound very similar to a domestic dog, like a very large domestic dog. And I actually thought it was Dave barking, and I'm like, no, it couldn't be Dave, because Dave was literally sitting right in front of the trailer, so there's no way it was Dave. And then I heard Dave barking and this other canine type of dog barking, and they were two different directions. So I think it's a wolf, and it's super freaking annoying. But that's why I have protection close by when I'm at the farm, because you never know when you're going to need it, and we've needed it several times to protect ourselves too. I was actually, fun story, a few years ago I worked at a ranch down by Olympia, Washington in Little Rock, and there was a coyote that was circling my tractor for quite a while. And I went to go chase some cows up over, back into the fence. There was an emergency runway behind the place that I worked at. I was plowing, or I was disking. And some cows got out, so I jumped over the fence and ran back and was trying to chase the cows back over the fence while that coyote growled, ran through the brush, and to get away from it, I actually jumped up a tree, called my coworkers, and they came running, and I'm like screaming, bring the gun, bring the gun. And yeah, it literally chased me up a tree. So just because they're small and they can look cute, they are not. So, all right. So this is tuna. This is my big tuna that I caught in Westport this last summer. One of the fillets was humongous, and it's bad now. And even feeling it, the texture is definitely that it thawed, defrosted. So it would probably be okay for us to eat, but the dogs are gonna enjoy it too. So we're gonna do that. Now, before anybody, I want to look at your pretty faces for a second. Hi. So before anybody's like, well, you're putting summer sausage in there too. Yeah, I'm putting a little summer sausage. It's cooked. It has cheese in it. It's very, very, very mild. It doesn't have any chemicals. It doesn't have like the citric acid or the cure in it. So it's gonna be fine. So it's probably a lot healthier than most of the dog food you buy at the store. Same thing with the snack sticks. They are not spicy. There's no chemicals. There's nothing in there that I think it would make the dog sick. So before anybody has a conniption fit, again, it's so diluted for the little amount that I'm putting in here. Through everything else, it's going to be so diluted. It's going to be fine, and they're going to love it. Okay. I kind of like watching the snack sticks go down. It's like, nom, 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 nom. Bye. And that's why you don't stick your fingers in the grinder, kids, because the grinder, it's a meat grinder. The meat grinder grinds meat. Guess what you are? You are meat. The grinder doesn't care that you stick your finger down in there, so be careful. Okay, so I have two full containers here. I ran out of room in this one, so I dumped it in the bigger pot, and now I have this one. So I got my stuffer end on here, and yeah, we're gonna get to mixing. I am gonna be using Nature's Utensils here, and I'm gonna be disgusting and look like I've been in a bloodbath. So
Okay, I'm realizing very quickly that this stuffer is not going to work. It's too liquidy and there's no substance to it. So I'm going to hand stuff it, and it was absolutely miserable. I have a stuffer, a sausage stuffer on my Amazon wish list, and I'm gonna be buying that because that was just ridiculous. And I'm gonna close them with hog rings. They work great, but my dexterity in my hands is totally trash, and I have no idea why. Um, and I normally use hog ring pliers, but I don't have any that are this small, so I'm just gonna be using regular old pliers to do that.
Well, I did it. Now I have to clean. That was an absolute mess. I need that stuffer. I might just buy that stuffer today. Brew is here. Let's see how they like it. Hey, fuck! Fuck! Get out, you monster! Alright. Now, the janitor's here. Let's see how he likes it. So far, so good. Hey, Oats, you like it? Is that good? Old man Joey's inside. I'll give him some in a minute. But, yep, alright, well, it passes. Let's get his next. The dexterity in my fingers is a friggin' joke. I can't. When do you start getting arthritis? Like, is this what I have? I can't. My fine motor skills in my hands is trash. So what? I don't even know how old I am. I'm 41. I'm gonna be 42 in July. Yeah, 41. You know, I always thought it was really funny that when I was little, I'll get these cleaned up a little bit better, but when I was little, I remember very distinctly, my mom was like, well, how old am I? Like, she questioned it, and I was like, how do you forget? Like, how do you not know how old you are? And I remember, as a little kid, it ran through my head going, how do you not know? Well, I understand now. I also remember when I was little, when my mom turned 30, and I was like, gosh, that's so old. Like, oh my goodness, that's so old. It's not. I also have another childhood memory. I distinctly remember asking my mom what her name was. I just thought it was weird. Well, it's mom. Well, this one's half full. We're gonna feed that for dinner. And I always thought, I mean, that's weird. Like, how did I not know what my mom's name was? Well, because I always call her mom, right? Silly.
Okay, the cleaning crew is hard at work, and all right, we are done. I still have some cleanup to do here, but we got about 25 pounds of dog food that this is not going to be fed exclusively. I'm gonna mix this with their normal dog food, and the outside dogs, I will probably give this to them raw because they eat junk and dead stuff outside all the time anyway. But for little man over here and old man Joey, I'm probably gonna cook it first because I don't want to upset their tummy considering they are inside dogs mainly. So that would not be a mess I would want to clean up. All right, so we have about 25 pounds of dog food and they love it. Every one of them freaking love it. So I'm
I'm pleased. It's kind of useless making the dog food if they're not going to eat it. So my fridge in the background is a hand-me-down from a relative. It is an older refrigerator, and for some reason it goes through like a defrost cycle. Like it'll defrost, freeze, and that's why I got rid of all that meat, because I don't know how long it's been doing that, but it has been doing that. And I took everything out, I defrosted everything. It's a garage ready fridge, so it shouldn't be because it's been cold. I don't think it's been below 20 degrees in here, and the garage safe ones I think are safe up to like 0 degrees. So I'm not sure why. It's failing. There's something wrong with it, but I cleaned everything out. It's doing it. I don't know why. So I ordered a new one. Home Depot said it was going to be here the 21st. Well, it is now the 23rd, and they can't find it. It's a freezer. It's a full-size freezer. It's not a fridge-freezer combo. They can't find it. It is lost. I don't know where it's at. I already paid for it, and they can't find it. So I don't know what's going on. Anyway, 25 pounds of dog food, which is great. So anyway, guys, support your local farmer, please, please, please. And I am going to get online right now, and I'm going to order a sausage stuffer right now, because we're going to process 4 more lambs before long. And hopefully, if I could talk him into it, one of my best dear friends that I knew growing up is going to come over and help process some of these lambs. So hopefully he brings his wife, but she's not really the killing, gutting, skinning type. So we'll see. It'll be fun. So hopefully you'll be able to see him soon. And I got a little more cleanup to do. And yeah, support local farmer. And I got meat on everything. There's meat tidbits in my fingernails. So I'm going to go clean up. And I'm going to let Odie do the rest of his deal. Enjoy, everybody. I'm going to get it right this time. You will see me very soon. You're looking great today, by the way. Oh, and the guy in the very back still wearing his PJs. Props to you, man. I appreciate that. Oh, dude. Yeah, it looks like you headshot him. Holy crap. Damn. Woo. You're a spicy coyote.